Today's horoscope, Scorpio October 30th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. You could be working more determinedly and happily on your own today, as you feel rather self-contained. You may need more solitude to complete an important project or have a stronger need to regroup and recoup your energy. Still, you could be dealing with some temporary blocks to your creative flow, such as through a delay, interruption, or block, with today's minor challenging aspects. Focusing too much on the process of reaching your goals may only serve to frustrate now. Energy is stop and go right now, and motivation may falter. Doing editing, reviewing, and fixing work makes the most sense. It's not the best day to feel that you're moving forward. In fact, you could be counting the minutes or problems. Focusing on the bigger picture might help ease pressures. You are passionate, powerful, and dominant. When it comes to conflict or charging into the battlefield, you're confident that you can always conquer your enemies. However, today and tomorrow are not the days to wage war. As mental Mercury continues his transit of your solar house of identity, he will clash violently with electric Uranus, who is throwing lightning from across the sky. They now fight in exact opposition. This foretells lousy news about your relationships and you're likely to be very triggered. Your significant other could be acting out of character or being chaotic. Be cautious about ruffling feathers today. Use your coping mechanisms. Today could be tricky, as the Moon in Libra conjuncts the South Node in Libra and opposes the North Node in Aries. No matter what you do, you may have a challenging workday. It might be a struggle to get everything done. You could also have a hard time working with others. You will feel stressed regardless of whether problems are significant or insignificant. Instead of letting this ruin your day, you should think about what you can do to change your circumstances for the better actively. The planet's position today gives you a chance to really know what you are feeling. And this could be the most useful thing to focus on right now. There may be conflicts around your current friendships, but it is more important to know what you feel than to know what the other person did or failed to do. Concentrate on yourself. To help in this endeavor, focus on what you eat and avoid foods that don't drag you down, especially sugar. You are currently feeling a certain amount of panic due to a chronic lack of assurance in yourself. This is because you are feeling vulnerable in your sentimental life. Be careful about overworking this week even if you can't completely relax because of the abundance of work. Take some time to rest because you will be saturated if you don't. In your personal life, family and friends will reproach you for giving too much time to your work and neglecting them. Take action. While the Moon's departure from your career sector 2 days ago has hinted at the major implications that Mars' return will have, the warrior planet of the cosmos is still 6 days away. While this is set to have game-changing implications across the income, work and career fronts for not just the rest of this year but into 2025 as well, for now as his friendly aspect to Neptune piques Mars is more interested in the playful, creative and adventurous side of life's fence. In his last week in your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery, Mars is teaming up with Neptune, who in retrograde motion has the doors open to the past in a playful and creative part of your chart. As a friendly aspect between Mars, in his last full week in an adventurous part of your chart, and Neptune, in retrograde motion in your romantic sector peaks, so too does a mix of nostalgia, romance, passion, and adventure. As the planets of passion and dreams come together, this is going to give the new working week a run for its money. However, with Neptune holding the doors open to the past and second chances, there are no excuses. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's cosmic energy encourages us all to reflect, pause, and be mindful of our patterns. With the Moon in balanced Libra aligning with the South Node of Karma and opposing the North Node of Fate, you may feel a tug to revisit some old habits or comfort zones. It's as if the universe is testing your growth, nudging you to see if you'll take the familiar path or choose a fresh, empowering direction instead. Sometimes, situations or even certain people bring out responses we'd rather leave in the past. Today, try to pause before reacting and ask yourself, is there a new way to approach this? Breaking free from old patterns isn't easy, but every step you take strengthens the path to a brighter, more fulfilled you. You might even feel an extra surge of dynamic energy today, a kind of inner fire that makes even challenging tasks seem a little more manageable. Think of it as a hidden source of motivation that's pushing you to face responsibilities and long-term goals with a fresh sense of purpose and clarity. Have you ever tackled a big project or taken on a challenge with so much excitement that it felt nearly effortless? But then, halfway through, you realized it required a bit more stamina than anticipated? Today is a lot like that, a day to harness that excitement, but also to pace yourself. Approach each task with a sense of balance, keeping your feet on the ground while letting your inspiration guide you. By taking things one step at a time, you'll make the most of this incredible energy without feeling scattered or overwhelmed. In your personal relationships, this energy offers a lovely opportunity to connect more deeply with those you care about. If you're in a relationship, take the time to nurture your bond. Perhaps there are some unresolved issues you both haven't addressed, or maybe you've been meaning to share your dreams, concerns, or goals for the future. Imagine today as a safe space for open, heartfelt conversation, one that can bring you closer and strengthen your connection. Sometimes, simply sharing how we feel, without judgment or expectation, is all it takes to turn a moment into a memory. If you're single, the stars are aligned to bring a bit of luck and love your way. This is a wonderful time to put yourself out there and meet new people. You might feel especially charming and confident, and others will likely notice your warm, authentic energy. Whether it's reaching out to someone you've had your eye on, joining a social gathering, or simply smiling at someone new, let today's energy inspire you to open your heart a little wider. After all, love often finds us when we're being our truest selves. There's also a gentle reminder to be mindful of balance today, especially with this surge of confidence and drive. When we feel particularly empowered, it's easy to say yes to everything, to push ourselves a bit too far, or even overcommit. Think back to a time when you were full of excitement and dove into multiple projects or activities at once. It felt amazing at first, but maybe it left you feeling overextended. Let today be about pacing yourself. Savor the energy, but also take those moments to pause, breathe, and check in with your own needs. Financially, today's energy is also supportive, especially if you're considering new opportunities or negotiations. You're likely to find yourself in a confident, self-assured mindset, which can give you a unique edge in discussions around money, investments, or long-term planning. Think of this as a great moment to plant seeds for future abundance, whether that means negotiating something new, making a savvy purchase, or simply setting goals for the future. Trust your instincts here and remember that today's decisions can positively impact your future in ways you might not even see yet. Lastly, take some time for self-care and physical well-being. With both mind and body aligned, this is an ideal day to get active, try something new, or simply enjoy moving in a way that feels good. But remember, with all this energy, it can be tempting to push yourself to the limit. Listen to your body, stay aware of your limits, and make choices that feel nurturing and sustainable. Building healthy habits is a journey, so embrace each small step forward. Let us know in the comments, how are you planning to make the most of today's energy? Whether it's stepping out of your comfort zone, having a meaningful talk, or making strides in your goals, we'd love to hear how this cosmic moment is inspiring you. Here's to a day of balance, connection, and intentional growth.